are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Offense with jumbo personnel. Looking for space, it's Moss. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. So, guys, where were you when Auburn and Texas A&M were going back and forth in that 4-overtime marathon last year?
I was glued to my TV set. Are you kidding me? That's one of the most memorable games, not just in the SEC, but in all in college football. 4 overtimes? David, if we can get half of what that game was last year, man, we are in for a fun one today.
When Jordan Hare was rocking, Auburn had so many close losses. It was finally that moment where they kind of put it together, got out to a great start, held on late, and made the plays late in the game. What a phenomenal game a year ago.
They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Reed. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Thompson. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at it.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out and back to the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. Got a little space. There he goes. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Craver. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road?
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the toss. It's a seam wide open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the fullback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to...
It's a running room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Bussey. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Blasted as he lets it go.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab deep. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Coleman. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man, it's Cobb. At the 35, he's loose. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Plows through the defense. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it to him again. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll run it to the right. Fighting off the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off-play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Got his man quickly. Open space at the 25. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Utah State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy, and you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Reed. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season. Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Bussey.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Here comes the option. Past the first down marker and still running. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Makes the grab outside. It's Cobb. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep. He's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Knight. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. Here's a hit. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Knight. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Wants to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a nice game.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get enough.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Eden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Using his feet to buy time. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Wants to go up top on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
To throw, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The short hands, it's Robinson. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Looking to take a shot. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. From the gun. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to fire on second down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them, step.
He'll try to take it back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Gives it on the option. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Hard running there. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to pass, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Aggies. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Time to take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Snagged in the middle, it's Kane. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Auburn! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking to the future.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see. Ball is. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position.
Come on, set.
They want that clock to run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. They've only converted 1 time in 3 4th down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air. It's Reed. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry.